What's your ultimatum for this?
My ultimatum is put up or shut up, Bob. I mean, you know, what do you have? There are those of us who believe you don't have anything on collusion. And by the way, if you did, it's not a crime. So what the heck are you doing? Do you have anything that shows the President of the United States was involved in a conspiracy to hack the DNC with Russia? Of course you don't. But if you do, put out a report or give it to the Justice Department. Let them review it, make sure it's not classified or whatever. Put out a report. We're ready to rebut it. I have the report ready for 2 months. We can show. No, we can.
We've heard Mueller might be coming out in February. Is that what you're hearing, or what's your sense?
I mean, oh gosh almighty! First he was coming out in March, and then in May, and then he go. We're in now the 4th degree of separation from the non-crime collusion. We went to the non-crime obstruction of justice. That didn't work out for him. So then he moved on to campaign contributions, which, by the way, are not violative of the campaign finance law. You can pay a judgment or a claim against you. That's not a campaign expense. The Edwards case determined that. That's another non-crime they're investigating. And then they're looking at now the Russia tower. Well, they should go to Moscow. There is no tower. It didn't get built. It didn't get beyond a non-binding letter of intent, which is like a wish. And so, okay, Bob, let's forget those other three. What do you got on? What do you have on collusion? Exactly. If you don't have a darn thing on collusion, the whole thing is a phony.
Well, recently you've said the president will not speak to Bob Mueller over your dead body.
Well, you know why?
Still say conversations are ongoing.
Because of their unethical behavior. I mean, or grossly negligent behavior. All those texts of Strzok and Page deleted after they find out that Strzok is texting that he hates Trump, that he's going to get him, that he's going to stop him, and if he can't stop him, he has an insurance policy to get him out of office. I believe Mueller is the insurance policy to get him out of office.
Well, they said it's a technical
I'm not just saying that. Strzok was his first investigator. How is it that the ones eliminated are all the ones that he did when he was working for Mueller? Right. All of a sudden, they wipe out his phone, and the ones missing are the ones when he was working for Mueller. Why? Because just maybe it would be very embarrassing if he was saying the same things while working for the holier-than-thou special counsel. And he was saying, I hate Trump. I'm going to get Trump. We're going to get him any way we have. We're framing Flynn. We're not going to tell him he has a right to counsel. And Comey approved that. Comey even said, I wouldn't have gotten away with that with a more experienced administration. We're going to trap him. We got a statement. He's going to contradict it. We're not going to show him the statement to refresh his recollection. I don't know. That could all be there.
So these are 19,000.
The person who determined what to eliminate, unless this is a lie, was his records officer, Mueller's records officer, who says that there was nothing of interest there. It's hard to believe that Strzok and Page all of a sudden decided, we're not going to tweet anymore, or we're not going to text anymore about Donald Trump. They seem to be obsessively, compulsively texting about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what kind of lovers they were if they were texting about that all the time. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said that. That's terrible. But I mean, this is ridiculous. If this happened on the other side, can you imagine if he asked us for very relevant texts and we said, oh, we had them, but we just, we eliminated them, part of our record keeping. We just eliminated the text between the president and 25 Russians.
And these are 19,000 we've never seen and will now never see.
As far as I can tell, I mean, I'm hoping there's a way to reproduce them. But I mean, texts only last for a little while. They're not like emails. I do this work, cybersecurity work, and texts are hard to get. I mean, that's legitimate.
You recently said accepting stolen property is not a crime anyway in another interview. And some thought you were opening the door to the idea that stolen property in the form of hacked emails may have been accepted by the Trump campaign. And that you
No. Here, it's a First Amendment issue, right? It isn't a stolen property. I mean, it is stolen property, but it has a different nature when it's information. So let's take the Pentagon Papers. The Pentagon Papers were stolen property, weren't they? They were stolen from the Pentagon. Given to the New York Times and the Washington Post. Nobody went to jail, the New York Times and the Washington Post. We've had revelations during the Bush administration.
Abu Ghraib prison.
Yeah, Abu Ghraib. All of that is stolen property. It's taken from the government against the law. Once it gets to a media publication, they can publish it. They can publish it for the purpose of informing people. Well, you can't put Assange in a different position than that. He was a guy that communicates. We may not like what he communicates, but he was a media facility. He was putting that information out. Every newspaper station grabbed it and published it.
But there was not coordination, you're saying, between the Trump campaign and WikiLeaks?
None. I was with Donald Trump day in and day out for the last 4 months of the campaign. He was as surprised as I was about the WikiLeaks disclosures, sometimes surprised to the extent of, oh, my God, did they really say that? We were wondering, is it true or not? They never denied it. The thing that's missing here is the thing that really got Hillary is not so much that they were revealed, but they were true. She actually had people as bad as that, and she really was cheating on the debates. She really was getting from Donna Brazile the questions beforehand. She really did completely screw Bernie Sanders. Every bit of that was absolutely true. Just like the Pentagon Papers put a different view on Vietnam, this put a different view on Hillary Clinton and prevented the country from getting a president who was deeply flawed. Not right to hack, still a crime. People who did it should go to jail. But no press person or person disseminating that for the purpose of informing did anything wrong.
All right, it's equal time. Scaramucci was just here saying the Mets are winners. What say you about the Yankees?
Good luck.
Easiest line of all time.
You know the Mooch is a good friend. I love the Mooch. And I have a lot of Met friends who are good friends of mine, even relatives. And I have a deep pity for them. I feel sorry for them, and I love the Mets and the National League. I root for them, and I feel sorry for the Met fans, but hey, you can't beat 27 World Championships.
Mr. Mayor, happy New Year.
Only 2.
That's true.
We'll have to leave on that note. I like it.
Appreciate it.
Happy New Year.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year, Mayor.
All right, well, the battle brewing on